All right, well, welcome everyone to the Speedgaming Live 2023. This is the Super Metroid 100% tournament. My name is Justin. I'm joined by Timon. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Looking forward for this race, honestly. Should be a good one.
Yeah, looking at these two players, we got omnigazer qualifying with an average of 120.28, and Amarovski with a 119.27. So just about a minute in between these players. Should be a close one. And 100% very lengthy category. A lot of things to execute. And yeah, a lot of places you can lose time, gain time. So it could be a back and forth race.
Definitely. Omnigazer, really new to this category. Like just before the qualifying started, he started learning. So just during the qualifiers, he pushed down his time by quite a lot. So we see maybe both get a 119. That would be great. In addition to a good race. I'm excited, but let's kick off this series.
All right, looks like door checks are doing good. The players are stopping just right before they run into the door because the door has to open. They don't want to bump into it. You gotta avoid the steam here. The stairs are always pretty tricky, and then you got the debris here. Nice damage boost.
Both of them. Like I said, very equal, very even. Unfortunate steam by omnigazer there, but very fortunate that if you get steamed in the last room, it's very likely to get chain steamed, but he got up pretty quick, so that's fine.
Yeah, players admitting, little nervous coming into the match. And tournament nerves always a thing. Best thing I feel like is with a long category like this, you just keep on trucking onto the next thing. And so far, right now, Amarovski out of Sarah's first will be the first to land on the planets. And yeah, hopefully these guys get comfortable, minimize the mistakes because it's a long way to go in this category. Obviously, it is 100% item completion, so they got to collect everything. And if they don't have all of the items, they will be disqualified. Oh, few small mistakes here with the moonfall, but Omnigazer catching up a little bit.
Yeah, he tried to go for the faster moonfall strategy way, weave through the platforms. It's definitely a bit tricky.
Yeah, it's tough to maneuver in between there so quickly.
But I'm sure the nerves will calm down. Usually, at least for me, it's like the first 5 to 10 minutes, maybe up to great. And if everything goes kind of smooth there, they usually calm down. So hopefully they can get comfortable in just running their best game.
Yeah, as far as routing goes, the players are going to fight Kraid first, get the Varia suit, and then go into Norfair. They want to get to the speed booster as quickly as possible. It's the item that makes you go fast, and you get a lot of other great items in Upper Norfair, such as the high jump boots. We'll see if any of them pick up early Ice Beam, but Spazer, Wave Beam, a lot of good upgrades. Ooh, nice recovery damage boost there from omnigazer. Get himself out of the pit. We're seeing some ledge grabs from Amarovski. Omnigazer going for the wall jump on the right side. Has to clear out these pirates on the right.
Wall jumps are looking really tight. I know omnigazer does play on keyboard, so that's some difference.
Wow,
Uh,
that's impressive,
you don't
actually.
you don't see a lot. But yeah, he's actually a keyboard player in this game. Has a 44 in KPDR, so very respectable time. Pretty skilled player.
Yeah,
Just
well,
slightly behind.
are we gonna see some early Crocomire from Omnigazer, is that correct? And then late Crocomire from Amarovski.
Pretty sure, yes, yes. So
It's not how should I say it's really, I feel like a up to the player preference. Optimally, you want to go with the late Crocomire, but in these races, you know, whatever floats your boat. Honestly, I honestly wouldn't be surprised to see late Gauntlet strats from some of the entrants in this tournament, but it'll be yet to be seen. I think most players go for the post wreck ship Gauntlet strat.
yeah, that's a very rare strategy for late gauntlet.
Yeah, 100% is definitely one of those categories that has, I feel like, evolved the most as far as like route changes and stuff. I mean, you're going through the entire game, but yeah, from the early 2000s into the mid 2010s until now, the route has just constantly been optimized, and we see Omnigazer getting that lead first into Brinstar, just a little better movement, taking a little damage from the little space turtle. Okay, Amarovski backing up, gets the mock ball. So they grab the first supers here, and ideally they want to damage boost backwards. So they can grab the rest of the items in this little area here. Yeah, this is something that's a little different to me. It used to be you grab this reserve tank after you picked up these missiles. So I guess
Yeah, that's
little
true.
differences. Yeah.
I've seen a couple players still do it, and I was surprised by it too when I came back to Hando now this summer. But it's just a little bit optimized. I guess it's nice that the door is open already, and you can just go out.
Ooh, okay,
Um,
Omnigazer does not get the reverse mock ball, so gonna have to. It's not. It's a little bit of time loss, but Amarovski will now be in the lead. Just gotta make a detour through the monster party.
already so great, back and forth. Just in the first 7 minutes, we had like 3 late lead changes, so I'm excited. Looks a bit frustrated, of course. I mean, missing the mock ball. It's a really hard mock ball. It's easy to miss, but it's still frustrating when you miss it due to it's quite a big time loss. But he can definitely get back into the game.
Yeah, this is definitely like one of the bigger challenges of running this category. It'll wear on you like the mistakes that you do because you're doing so many things. You're trying to land all these different little strats, optimizations throughout the run, and you can't. Best thing you can do is not let it wear you down. Ooh, missing the charge shot. Wants to farm him. That little super missile from the Kag Attack. Alright, gets it. And gets the mock ball, leaving Green Brinstar. I thought he missed that first little bomb there, but able to get the strats and the moonfall. Very nice.
Nice weave through the weaver.
Yeah, that moonfall there is a little much harder maneuvered in between the space turtles.
I was just very impressed by the backup deboost that Amarovski just did in Scree Boost. So he missed the particle, and then after the Scree fell down, he deboosted off that one, of the second Scree. So that was pretty impressive to see as a quick backup thinking.
Yeah, you definitely have to be, quick thinking with your improvisations if you don't get your strats just right. There's always something else you can do to, save some time.
Unfortunately, not making it quite to the ledge there, so Omnigazer is up to his tail. Both very, very tight together. Health counts look good.
All right, so neither of them went for the early power bombs, so they will have to come back into Kraid's lair for the
Oh
missile
wow.
pack that is in there. There are only a few runners that actually do early power bombs. I feel like, but it is worth going for if you're pretty optimal with getting it.
Amarovski actually had a health drop from Mini Crate, but fortunately he had one super from earlier, a lucky super drop, so didn't have to wait or do anything. So he had enough supers for Crate. Nice both quick kills for both of them. Great
Yeah,
job.
that can be real nerve wracking when you don't get the exact amount of drops. Uh, you're trying to think of what to do because like you can get a super from the bugs, but it's random. It would cost you more time to come into the right room and then come back to kill mini crate again. So Amarovski holding on to the lead, very fortunate. It has to clear those pirates though, so Omnigazer, I think they're just about tied.
Perfect sync. Amarovski killing the I'm not sure what they're called. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we call them the frogs.
The frogs, I
Omnigazer,
guess.
yeah,
Kills them first, I wanted to say.
I think specifically known as the beat toms. Okay, Amarovski very concerned about the ammo there, so taking a little time, farm up the missiles, and just a little bit behind Omni right now.
But definitely we can now enjoy the sync because after Norfair, after this Norfair section, it will be a little bit harder to see who ahead, but we're not gonna worry about it. We will see at the end when the route converges again who's gonna be ahead or not. But pretty awesome gameplay from both runners. Probably like not perfectly satisfied with their gameplay, but for a race setting, it's always just important to get back into the game, get back focused, and try to play your best game.
Yeah, trying to be focused on the task at hand, especially trying to make sure you don't miss any items too. Is, considering that you're also in a tournament again. Amarovski doing some extra farming there, just trying to make sure it has the right amount of ammo, but getting some small health drops. This is always the peskiest item to me, the cathedral missile, because you gotta clear out those little flying enemies, and then you get some lava here to maneuver through.
I think a big reason why Amarovski killed all those enemies as well as is the early croc route, late croc route, because in that route you have one less E-tank in wreck chip. So generally you want to fill your reserves in Upper Norfair, and Omnigazer doesn't really need to care about that much to fill his reserves. That could be a big reason as well why he farms a bit more.
I see. Yeah. the routing playing a factor into some of the decisions.
Like right here, he farmed 3 times, already had 5 supers, but probably wanted to make sure that he has 100 energy in his reserve for the Gauntlet Spark later.
Yeah, that was always a big deterrent for me. Doing late Crocomire was with the energy going into the wreck ship and then having to do the Gauntlet Spark. I think in my PB, I only ever did early Crocomire.
Mm-hmm. That's definitely a big argument why early Croc is a little bit more comfortable to run.
Plus, having grapple beam early, there's some fun strats you get to do.
Some like it, some hate it. Having an extra item in the item menu can be pretty challenging for menuing if you're not very comfortable with item deselect. So some people dislike it because of that as well, that you have grapple.
Yeah, this is the category where you need to learn how to use the items deselect. If you don't use it, man, once you get that X-ray, you're in trouble. Okay, Amarovski going for the little damage boosts. Okay, they get up there easily. Okay, a little bit of a mistake. Amarovski taking the lead, leaving the wave beam area.
Yeah, that's a great strategy in single chamber. Someone posted a couple of weeks ago where you kill the little ball, and don't open the door. It's pretty tight though. But now we see the route diversions. Omni going down. Unfortunate, no more sync, no more lead changes in the direct sense, but both players will play great. And we'll see again after pretty much in Business Center at the end of the run who's ahead.
Yeah, so Amarovski could grab the ice beam. Nice little speedball there. Omnigazer trying to line up his shots. Okay.
Nice. You had an extra super missile and was comfortable using it again.
Yeah, so when Crocomire pounds the ground there with his hands. Ooh, okay. Omnigazer trying to finish off Crocomire there. Just a little off on the timing. And he's getting that little time loss there. Yeah.
The swipe attack. That was very unfortunate. Croc would have been dead, missed the shot, so Croc went forward a bit and got punished pretty bad for it. Hopefully it's not too frustrating for him.
I actually couldn't hear clearly. I'm not sure if he got the wraparound shot. So you can do a little charge shot there in the acid, and it'll open the door on the left here.
Amarovski setting up for the first spark. And late Croc. Missed the ledge, but that's fine.
Yeah, didn't open the door. I was just a little concerned about that, but that's fine. Just has to do a little run jump. Gets to farm a little bit too.
And omnigazer gets power first. So he's clearly in the lead. Is that how it works? I don't know.
Yeah. Alright, a little secret item here. Amarovski grabbing the missiles behind early power bombs.
I always love this mock ball into grapple.
Yeah, really nicely done, and the setup very clean. Okay, this is a little crucial. There we go. Nicely done with the grapple.
Great. I didn't. At first in grapple room, I wanted to say what's coming up, but as we all know, the curse. I just kept silent. He did a great job and didn't fall down. That's nice.
Yeah, it can be a bit of a time loss if you miss the grapples on the space turtles there. Okay, nice damage boost. And selecting the grapple beam. Hopefully you're gonna grab these drops on the way out.
Yeah, with grapple. Whoop. That's an awesome strategy to get a kind of a free farm.
Okay, Amarovski trying to get this Shine Spark. Going for the charge shot. Alright, let's see.
Perfect. Ocean fly. Nice.
Little mistake with the controls there, but changed over to Amarovski now, entering the wreck ship. Nice ocean fly. that always wears me over there on omnigazer's side. You're trying to make this jump and then grapple over, just just so you can grab that ledge there, and then we'll see if he goes for early ice beam, but not gonna do it. When you go early croc, you want to save the ice beam for later when you're going into lower Norfair.
Yeah. The only real benefit to ice beam is that you needed a late croc for the ice clip. And I guess maybe red tower. It's nice to have. But mostly it just it's a time loss in a lot of rooms. Because enemies need one more shot. Sparks a bit early, so he hits the door, unfortunately.
Okay. Unfortunately for Amarovski, getting a slow pattern. Let's see how his doppel is. Not a great doppel. So I think he only got 5 missiles there. Gets a fast pattern. Gonna go set it up again. A little bit better there. So we're gonna go 3 rounds. Fantune. This pattern is probably gonna be as slow. When you don't get the fast left, usually indicator that you probably gonna get a slow pattern from Fantune again. Should be able to finish. There we go. Nicely done.
I think you can be happy with a 3-round Doppler in any situation on this level. 2 rounds are really, really hard to master already. Let's not talk about 1 round here. But yeah, I'm not sure which strategy omnigazer will do for Fantune. So the possibilities are you can Doppler as well in early croc, or you can just do the X Factor kills. Oh, I think he went down a bit early after the powerbomb explosion, so the second hit of the powerbomb didn't kill all these enemies, but can be a bit messy after that, the room, but he clears it up and gets out.
Alright, Omnigazer taking a little bit of damage there, expressing his frustration. Happy to be moving on into the wreck ship area. Alright, very nice there from Amarovski. You want to lay that power bomb not too far over so as, break the blocks. And this is what I like about having the early grapple beam. You don't have to really worry about the ocean fly. You can just grapple over and then use this strip of land to get your shine spark.
Very nice spiky room of Amarovski. Gets through unharmed. And comes up for the first crucial trick in his route, which is because he doesn't have the grapple beam. He's gonna perform a bomb jump here, goes for a double bomb jump for a little bit of more safety and gets it. Perfect.
Yeah, a little more safety. Nothing is safe about that, in my opinion. It always makes me uncomfortable trying to bomb jump over there. All right, let's see. As far as I can tell, I don't think omnigazer has. Ooh, Amarovski getting a Kago there on the spike platform, so taking quite a bit of damage there. That's not good.
Yeah, he wanted to jump over and then changed his decision to turn around, but that unfortunately ended up in the Kago. So he's quite low on energy. It's pretty crucial in this route. Maybe it's still fine with 100 in reserves. Let's see. After a wreck chip.
Yeah, probably very prudent to collect these big energy drops. Omnigazer working on Fantoon right now. Ooh, doesn't get the item changeover to super missiles. Fantoon's just about dead. So it really needs that super missile. So also a 3-round for Omnigazer. All right, Amarovski taking the little damage there so that you can just go through the robots, work robots. All right, return trip out of the attic and collecting some energy there is a good idea.
Very, very smart decision, I think. If you like know the ammo, the health counts which you want to have here, getting an extra energy drop or whatever to not have to do the ship refill is very smart. Yeah, because the ship refill, that's quite a lot of time loss. So he's probably gonna hope for 1 or 2 more health drops until before bowling, and then he should be fine. Stopping to farm.
Yeah, interesting. Opting to farm here these bugs. Those bugs are pretty unreliable. It's sad to say. Okay, yeah, getting some big energy drops there. And then I guess going to be setting up for these charge shots here. There's the first, there's the second.
So I heard the first, I'm not sure about the second. we see after the cutscene.
Yeah, there's some work robots here below the bowling Teresa that you gotta maneuver through. Okay, Omnigazer needs to be careful, down to 14 energy, but has the reserves. So, barring any disasters here, should be able to use the grapple beam and make it over to this energy tank. All right. Sigh of relief.
And on the right side, both robots were on the ground, so could just run through. Nice strat. Decided he had enough health to spark up quite far, but if his reserves is full, he should be fine, and he probably knows it as well. Because in this route, you kind of want to keep track of filling up your reserves. How much do you have in it? In Upper Norfair, because you don't menu before, you can't see it. So you can do some decisions if you want to farm more or less. Omnigazer coming up on the attic, goes for the ballistic threat, hits the super, very nice.
Oh, very good. Yeah, very good addict.
And makes good use of a grapple beam here as well to farm 2 big energies.
That's
floating
huge.
Around in the air. Yep.
Yeah, that's huge because Amarovski did not have a good attic. Struggled a little bit, in my opinion. So that's very well done for omnigazer. And I think, now that omnigazer has the Rekship E-Tank, I think he'll be a lot more comfortable now in the game. We'll see. It could be still a real tight race here, even though the players, going different routes.
Mm.
So far, I don't think any of the players have missed any items.
I was quite close on that jump for omnigazer, but just barely made it up. It's pretty frustrating if you miss that item. Not making it up.
All right, Amarovski getting the wraparound, getting to use the reserve tank here, just so that he can clear.
Goes back to position himself. 109 energy is probably gonna be at the door, and decides to try for the, I don't know how to call this strat. The Reddit skip, I guess.
Sure. Yeah.
It's a very precise short charge.
Oh yeah.
Not just, it doesn't need to be like a very, very good one. It just needs to be precise because you easily can overshoot it as well and just fall down.
All right, this is very important. Amarovski, okay. Amarovski does
No.
not get both of the blocks. So I was just saying it's important because he has missed this
Keep
this
going,
missile
keep going,
pack.
come on. No,
Yeah.
don't give up. Don't give up.
We're gonna keep an eye on Amarovski here. He can continue, but it is big time loss. He might be just kicking himself right now.
I hope he keeps going because you can, like, the options are either go wraparound gauntlet now or get it at the end after the 230 missile, and it's actually less time loss that you have. It's like 40 to 50 seconds because with screw attack you can do quick work of the gauntlet.
They may have been trying to consider their options. Maybe they needed to hear you say it first. Yeah, because it is when you make a mistake like that, you're doing attempts. You just reset the console, right? But this is a race. The only real thing you can do is keep going, and hopefully, the time loss will be negligible when they get to the statues. But that is a how should I say, pretty catastrophic for that to happen there. He was doing the quick drops there, and he was in between the two, the two crumbles.
Good, like the first one, but then he somehow slided slightly to the left. Unfortunately, yeah. I'm glad he decided to keep going. Maybe he was wasn't prepared, ever thought about what to do in that situation. Because usually when you do runs and that happens, you're just gonna reset, right? That's what usually happens. But in a race setting, it's good to actually know those kind of backups, what to do in certain situations.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's why I find the tournaments, always quite the spectacle, because you just never know what's gonna happen, and it's always good to get some experience. I mean, I'm gonna sound. This is gonna be dating myself right now. Nice shine spark here from Amarovski, but we used to do 80% races, on Speedruns Live for Super Metroid, like almost every Friday night, and I swear it took me, at least 2 or 3 months to get my bearings because I was always making some sort of mistake with the routing, and this was just any percent, let alone what the players are doing right now, 100%. So omnigazer right there, he's able to collect both of the missiles.
Very nice Mission Impossible from Amarovski. Got out in time.
Yes, yeah. So I think Amarovski, his priority right now, put that mistake behind him, move on with the rest of the speedrun, try to do it the best he can, and then try not to forget that missile he left behind.
Mm.
Yeah, races are always a different beast. And it's not to say that these players aren't experienced in races. I've seen them many times. It's when you're in a tournament and the stakes the stakes are on the table, the nerves come into play.
Definitely, but with this pick Sprint Star, which Amarovski is doing right now, it looks like he may be back in focus mode, playing pretty well in this couple rooms that I've seen. So hopefully it's gonna be a pretty exciting race still till the end. Omnigazer going up. The wall jump tutorial, perfectly done. Even lays the power bomb to. Do you know what?
I actually don't know. I don't know if that saves lag frames, but
generally laying a power bomb has something to do with audio. So the
I do know about that.
The animals at the bottom are doing sounds, and that will delay the door transition a little bit when you do the room perfectly. So laying the power bomb actually saves time that instant because
I see.
It makes them quiet.
I actually did, I know about the lag reduction strats, laying power bombs, but I didn't know for that room, so that's pretty awesome. Okay, Omnigazer does not get the quick drop, will not be able to do Mission Impossible. So, gonna have to open the gate here. I'm on this block. Amarovski gets the blockbuster, very nicely done.
Very satisfying strategy when you get it.
Yeah, you're trying to get that charge shot, hit the door, and keep your speed echoes so that you break the crumble blocks there. Yes, vamos. Buenos dias, my friends. All right, Main Street. Ooh, Amarovski gonna try again.
It's nice when you notice early that the short charge is slightly off. It's a little bit quicker than instead of going full to the wall and then realizing, oh, I didn't get it. So,
Yeah.
Very well. Good reaction on that.
All right.
That's neat. So he did a low jump. Usually you see people for the giant spark in Mama Turtle E-Tank jump high and just spark up and pray that you don't bonk into the block. But he did a pretty low jump, probably to line himself up with Mama Turtle.
Right.
As like a visual cue to help himself.
Yeah, this was always one of the biggest turning points for me in improving at 100% item completion is here in Meridia. This section of the game, there's a lot of items. It's very it's a very vast portion of the map, and you have to do some cleanups. You gotta backtrack a little bit. So uh, Meridia, we'll see how good the players are with their strats. Ooh, Amarovski really conscious of this crab here. Unfortunately, gets a midair morph, falling back down.
Yeah, props whoever the persons were who routed Meridia, because that's probably not easy. I'm always impressed with how the route turned out to be, with going all the way to Springball and then back up and back around. It fits so good together.
Yeah. All right. Amarovski cleaning up these items here in the beach. A lot of little hidden items here, and depending on what strats the players do, there is a little bit of a danger here. In Meridia, you can get soft locked depending how you approach the Colosseum. Or excuse me, not the Colosseum, the Aqueduct.
The aqueduct, right.
Ooh, yeah, very nice from omnigazer to get that first try. Clearing out the crab. Ooh, Amarovski, very swag. Getting that moonfall in between the platforms there.
Coming up is the bot wound 5 for Amarovski. Oh, before that, Omnigazer is going for the grapple version of Mama Turtle Room. This is exciting because you don't see it very often.
Okay, Amarovski missed the particle. Gonna have to get an extra super. I think it was just one off. That's unfortunate.
Omnigazer gets the E-Tank. It was very close to not getting it, but just barely made it to the E-Tank.
Yeah, it's always very close. Like you just barely almost get it when you do the grapple strat. All right, full halfy time. Okay, clears it. That looked a little low, but Amarovski able to get it. Taking a little time to grab that super missile. I like it.
You know what would be nice for that super? Having grapple.
Yeah, a little ability to get these items from distance. But as you pointed out, Amarovski does not have the grapple. We'll be doing the Crockmire late, and as such, we'll have to do an ice clip later. We have some pretty good setups for the ice clip. I feel, you know, the strats weren't always so optimized when I was doing them. Maybe 10 years ago or whatever. But setting up
for
for
the
the shine
rain
spot.
dance.
Yeah.
Whisper looks pretty good. Gets a goop RNG. Perfect.
Very
Right.
nice.
Nice.
Two round.
Trying for spike suit. Unfortunately, gets the bad frame. Collects some drop with a deboost and gets out. So Amarovski doesn't have suit or spark for reverse full halfy, so he will hopefully get the womple jump to make it across still pretty fast. Omnigazer finished the beach cleanup. Always a very difficult section in this run. The couple rooms at the beach. Nice moonfall as well from him. Now comes the Meridia cleanup part. Of course, in late croc, Amarovski has to enable ice again for the ice clip. It's another menu. That's another thing in this route. There are a couple menus in late croc, but in early croc you generally only have one menu.
Oh boy, omnigazer trying to finish off this bot moon. Yeah, when bot moon starts getting fast like that, it's really hard to hit him in the head. All right, uses the speed echoes there, Amarovski. Break through the blocks.
Great job.
Both players missing one of the particles on that's X Factor setup. I believe it's called X Factor setup. So very, very unfortunate. Oh.
Omnigazer showed off the grapple to grab the drop. Unfortunately, the Metroid didn't drop a single thing. Another advantage for grapple, at least in the dragon fights, whenever you like mess up the fight, have a mistake in the open or whatever, you can just use the grapple beam to kill dragon pretty quick. It's a very nice backup.
All right, nicely done, Amarovski. The ice clip. Yeah, when you come into the room, you make a shot and then you're holding the shoot button for the setup, and then you do a jump, and then when you land, when you do a little turnaround, and what should happen is you've set it up perfectly to shoot the little slime there for the ice clip.
Red dragon for Omni.
Yeah,
Nice.
very great fight.
Amarovski decides to just set up for a normal exit out of Shack Tool room.
Yeah, I think maybe taking a little breather there. I think that's a good idea. You make it to Shack Tool, just sort of get your bearings again. Because these players, they're more than halfway through the speed run now. One thing I will say, omnigazer, I feel like still in the lead in this race because Amarovski did have that mistake grabbing the 2 missile packs, so he will have to go back to Gauntlet, grab a missile pack before he gets the statues for 100%.
I think they're about 3 minutes apart right now. I'm not sure how much time it takes for the late grapple grab, but you're probably right that with grabbing the extra missiles and gauntlets, Omni is still slightly in the lead, but we'll see at the end. Nice mock ball into the hole. Not mock ball, morph into the hole. And on the right side for Amarovski, seeing plasma room with ice. It's always a treat to see as well, because usually in the categories where you grab plasma, you don't have ice and you use a power bomb, etc. That's such a great strategy.
Yeah, that's really cool. Using
you jump up and then shoot down to kill the last pirate. That's very cool.
Yeah, using the pirate as a platform on the left. Omnigazer enjoying their coffee break right now.
Waving to the chat. Okay. I saw a clip where someone shine sparked in the Shack Tool room. It's not a great idea because these echoes from the shine spark can actually kill Shack Tool.
Yeah.
So I was a little bit worried when he went back and short charged, but he's fine. Oh, Amarovski has a shot at this. Gets the blue suit. Perfect. Wow. Very great.
Yeah, nicely done.
Gets both aqueduct speed echoes. That's really, really hard strategies to pull off. Almost done with Meridia, just the sandpit left. Very interesting room. Pretty hard to optimize as well. Lays a bomb, so the bomb helps him to get over the gap, maybe. You can also just spring ball over the gap, but that's pretty precise as well.
Yeah. All right. Plasma beam for omnigazer. This will be a different sort of strat now because he does not have the ice beam.
I think he missed the
Oh
bottom.
yeah, I think he missed the bottom. Yeah.
That's one of the rooms where it's always nice to have sound.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
you can
absolutely.
hear them explode.
Ooh, Amarovski almost got the spaghetti and meatballs. Doesn't quite get there.
Is that the name?
That's how I that is how I was introduced to it. that was from my good friend Apathy, also old school 100% speedrunner. But Amarovski grabbing the Kraid missiles here. Oh no, Omnigazer not getting the speed. Needs to make sure he grabs the energy tank and not fall through the sand.
Nice quick drop down the sand. Those quick drops in Meridia are so crucial for a good time. If you miss a quick drop, it's like a 3-second time loss. It's really crazy. Also gets the setup.
Yeah, these guys.
Don't grab.
Yeah, they're landing the real swag stuff today.
Amarovski, unfortunately, K-going through the enemy. Thank you for that, because I've never seen it, and I've done it like 10 times in the past weeks.
Yeah.
I was like, am I the only one who does it? Misses the jump, unfortunately, in the Nutella refill room. It always hurts. There's some nice deboosts.
All right, gonna get a deboost into lava here.
Omnigazer skipped the gap. So made up 1 second to Amarovski in this room. These players are looking really fine right now, both of them.
Yeah, I think
nailing a lot of strategies which are really hard for their level, and it's impressive what we see right now.
Yeah, I think that again, because the run is so lengthy, they just need to settle down, settle into it, and then get comfortable midway through the run. Ooh, struggling a little bit with the little fire bats there. And then Amarovski
Runs through the door.
goes
on
for
the dime.
jump.
Very safe.
I'm a big fan of just using the spring ball and holding the jump button.
Sure. His setup was pretty safe as well, like stopping after the door and then jumping.
All right, nice fight.
Right. And we get the front-facing Samus on the item grab. Always good to see.
Yeah, so what Amarovski's doing there, just going for just adjusting Samus's position there, because like when you run through that door normally, you don't actually go far enough to grab the screw attack. So just little things like that have optimized the 100% speed run.
Very clean voice room in the game room. I think it's always a very hard room. Even if you have screw attack, sure, but those are quick ledge grabs, quick spin jumps, and those rooms, horizontal rooms, those are always hard in this game. Same like Business Center or Red Tower, for example. Makes quick use of it.
Oh, omnigazer also missing that deboost that you mentioned. All right, clearing out the three amigos there. Reducing the lag. When you use the power bombs in this area, you can get real laggy. So any sort of lag reduction there is very welcome.
Shooting to hitbox through the Skigas. Very nice. And picking up the power bombs, I guess, of no shame in this category.
Ooh, going for a double KO. It's pretty old school, but very optimal. Ooh, nicely done. All right, just opting to run through the acid there. Yeah, you can see having the screw tag, you just feel so powerful, just blowing through so many of the enemies. We're gonna see the setup from Amarovski going for 2 charge shots.
It's 20 supers. We'll see how much he wants to use.
Getting blocked by the tail here. That's
Quite a lot of supers missed or blocked, unfortunately. But still like 15-10, some in that area. 15 supers used. Omnigazer a super count as well. I think like bot wound were a couple of extra supers shot, etc. So he will not have the best super count for Ridley as well. But it's fine. It's just a couple seconds faster depending on which pattern you get, for example. Nice exit out of Ridley room for Amarovski. It looks so cool in my opinion when you diagonal upshot to facing down through the door and you just fly through.
yeah.
See how the Wasteland revisit goes. He goes for the springboard strategy. Flips through the platforms.
Ooh, unfortunately, I'm bumping into the little overhang, but that was real close. I thought he had it.
And yeah, 100% these rooms, very, very different to any percent PRKD. It's not about survival, it's just about going fast. You can't really die, and you have everything you
Yeah,
need to make it through fast.
they have so much energy. You know, it's pretty much an afterthought.
That was a nice deboost from Amarovski. Probably like a backup deboost as well. He's pretty quick with those reactions on just doing deboosts to get fast through something.
Yeah, it looks like they tried to go for the little speedball spring ball strat. Doesn't quite get the setup, but land a power bomb will take care of it just easily. There's a nice double spike KO from omnigazer.
Sets up for the perfect pirates. Gets that opening shot. Good jump through the door. Maybe he even goes, yeah. Tries to go for the springboard strat. Just slightly too early. It's a very difficult strat because you want to like bonk the ceiling in the door to make it pass. If you're too late, you're gonna lose a lot of time in the next room.
Yeah.
Too early as well. Omnigazer decides to use a couple supers in the opening. But he's definitely aware of his super count, and you surely can use all your supers for Ridley, but it's usually more comfortable, in my opinion, to have a couple after Ridley. That you always have enough for good Metroid rooms later in Turian.
Yeah. I'm always mindful of that.
I think I saw Amarovski got a super drop at the start of the room. That's always a nice one to get. Kills all the enemies in this room to walk back and don't have a lot of lag.
Yeah, I also didn't consider that Amarovski is going to be doing the late croc and could be farming a little bit there. There's a very convenient farm station leaving Crocomire area. Omnigazer take a little damage from the spikes. It's fine. He has health to spare. Doesn't get the wasteland speedball. Just gonna bomb their way through.
Pretty decent. Bubble Mountain from Amarovski messed up the start a bit. Still got a deboost. It's one of my favorite rooms in this category. The final Bubble Mountain revisit. It has so many nuances and different techniques.
Hey, yeah.
For the perfect strats, it's just beautiful when it's executed well.
All right.
Here we go. Croc.
Say hello and say goodbye.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that fight was a bit faster than Omni's.
Yeah. So yeah, it's been pretty back and forth. The race here, because Omnigazer really kind of got screwed with some of the patterns there on Crocomire, but Amarovski didn't really have a good addict in the reg ship, so you know the two players sort of traded off on time there. It is going to be very. I am very curious to see how close these players are when they get to the statues.
So Omni still has couple rooms for low and offer escape, and then Bubble Mountain cleanup. And then he will be into Business Center where the route converges. Amarovski has like 4 more items to pick up. So it could be very close at this point. But adding to that is, of course, the Gauntlet Missile, which is still missing for Amarovski. But let's just assume that didn't happen, so we can have a close-ish race.
Nice start there. Amarovski doing the little deboost into grapple area. Pre-grapple.
Omnigazer was not happy with this quick drops. Sorry, it happens. Well, use of the grapple in Bubble Mountain. Doesn't go for the leap of faith deboost. Often those grapple strats are, when done well, a bit faster, but honestly, optimizing grapple is really difficult. Like when you let go, when you press down to extend the grapple beam, it's not easy, not an easy task to do. It could be very close, like outside of the missiles.
Amarovski doing a little spring ball out of Krokmar.
Let's jump through the gap on the right side in that room with the 2 Kek attacks. I don't know how people do it.
Yeah.
Or why they go for it. It seems so tight.
And also getting that precise super on the gate there. Nicely done.
And look at that. They enter Business Center at the exact same time. Like look at this. This is great. Let's just keep the other facts outside of our mind for a couple minutes and enjoy this great race.
Ooh, Omnigazer not getting the spring ball strat.
Roski decides to do the spike boost. Omni didn't. It's always great when a race 2 people are very similar and they do different strategies and you actually see the time save, because it's usually hard to see and grasp time saves in rooms.
Yeah, I'm gonna say the biggest concern right now is Amarovski does not have a lot of super missiles. So
I mean,
hopefully,
you get one more super missile pack, so he's gonna end up with like five, I think. And depends how well prepared the strats in the Metroid rooms are. You can group room 2, you can group room 1, which is a bit more difficult, that strat because of screw attack. Both back in sync. These rooms are so difficult.
Yeah.
form and
Yeah, you can do you know, a space jump there through the room, and then you know, super the door, mock ball through it. You know, it's just as you said. It's very tricky.
But yeah, for everyone who just joined, keep in mind, Amarovski unfortunately fell down in Gauntlet on one side of the missile, so he still has to grab the second missile at Gauntlet. It's definitely the fastest backup to do it at the end, because of screw attack and space jump. You can just space jump through it. It's probably not going to be perfect. I bet he's never done it. A lot of people have never done it. Because why would you ever really practice that? Finishing up Blue Brinstar. Oh no, Blue Coteria. I never can remind myself which area
No,
this
you're right.
is. Nice screw check in the blocks. That's always some difficulty to actually. Those one tile gaps is really wow. Okay, I was interrupted by that was a great strategy by Amarovski.
Yeah.
Some kind of morph ball up that hole. I've never seen that. That was really cool. Anyway,
Oh,
one tile gets too hard.
okay. Yeah, Amarovski had the setup. Oh yeah, it's hard to get super short cards. It's almost impossible, honestly, for Omni. But getting up there, create super missiles.
But this could still be a tight race. Like I'd say Gauntlet Missile is like a minute when you've never done it. It's a bit less than a minute to get them now. And in Turian, a lot of things can happen, so it could be very tight still. So Omni will pick up his last item here. Amarovski has one more missile to go. Hopefully he remembers. Nice mock ball out of that missile. That's very good. Okay, seems to he remembered or read it somewhere. Okay, he just does it. He wants to do it the normal way. Wraparound shot.
This is different though. When you have to do it with plasma, yeah. So I think he's just gonna.
Yeah, that's what I thought, because no one ever thinks about what you actually do with screw attack, because it's definitely fast to just go up and screw attack through the blocks instead of
Yeah.
doing wraparound. But in this situation, you're most likely not comfortable with doing something completely new. Same as here, he he lays power bombs and just
It's it's just a
screw
full
attack through the
habit.
blocks.
Yeah.
That's habit. That's nothing to really blame. Maybe after the race. I mean, it usually has to happen once, and then you know for the next time what to do. So I didn't see the exact time for G4. Maybe someone in chat did. Don't think so. But I would say they're about a minute apart. Maybe like a minute 10 or something like that. bit of a menuing issue for Omni in Metroid Room 1.
Alright, good room 2.
Solid 3.
Alright, nicely done. Yeah, I like the room 4 strat. You know, shooting the 2 Metroids first for switching over.
Mm.
And then we gotta skip
Plenty
a
of super
Metroid.
missiles. 10 supers is very good. It's pretty rare that you have that many supers at this point.
So the baby skip here very much heightens because you know, you just have so
Oh,
much energy. Tried to go
Oh,
for
wow.
a double space jump opener there.
I've not seen that baby skip variation in a long time. Of course, after the statue skip got found last year, or start of this year, I don't exactly remember when it was. A lot of people changed to that strat. But yeah, that's a very old school space jump skip strategy. Seems to be still slightly ahead, but not by so much. So cross your fingers, Amarovski. You can get the skip. He seems to be setting up for the Stachio skip.
Wow.
Bomb spread to push the Metroid further down. Nice use of that missile to reduce lag. Very well done.
Oh boy. So omnigazer not able to get the Zeb skip. Just gonna opt to blow through everything.
Wait, is this even a speedrun? He killed all Zeps? I mean, yeah. Fortunately, 100%, that's completely viable. Amarovski going for the springball skip, gets it. This is some spin jumps, gets into the hole. Yeah, wow, this is a very close race. Omni still in the lead by a couple seconds.
Yeah, a good handful of seconds, I feel like.
Yeah. Yeah, the Zeppetide, the clip through the first Zeppetide, you have to do a down back skip with screw attack. It's just quite hard to actually pull off, so a lot of people opt to kill the first Zeppetide and then clip to the second. Looks like those stand-up glitches were set up correctly. Oh, okay, Amarovski. I think Amarovski got stuck into the floor, didn't realize it at first.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Like, it didn't look like it because he was not sitting down.
Right. He was just sort of
but-
standing there,
But yeah, something you can do always after you get the first rainbow beam. If ever you get stuck and sit down, Samus sits down, you can get out with X-ray and move freely again. Missing onion rings in this phase for omnigazer, it's quite crucial actually, because it takes 10 full onion rings combos until the Metroid can detach. So missing even one of the 4 is crucial that he shots an extra onion ring. But
Yeah.
Solid stand-up.
Yeah, very, very nicely done. Able to finish off Mother Brain 3. What do you think, Tim? Did any of our players miss any items? I think because we speculated on it so much, I think they cleaned up everything. Oh, Amarovski was in the air. Okay, it finally landed.
Yeah, good thing someone, I don't know when it was, but found out that after you get this glitch when the rainbow beam gets attached to Samus, or when Samus gets rainbow beam and the game gets like stuck, you can just either hold item select or item deselect and you get out of it.
Hey, yeah.
Good find. But yeah, I just don't think we missed any items. Pretty sure someone would have noticed.
Yeah. The worst is when you notice you don't have all the E-tanks.
Oh, you don't have X-ray?
I don't think I've ever made that mistake.
Oh, you actually missed an E-tank before?
Oh yeah, no, I definitely. Something has happened to me.
Omnigazer finishes in first place with an official race time of 20:57. GG's. Congrats to him. And just shortly after, Amarovski finished with an official race time of 21:25. So even though all those debacle, Omnigazer had, of course, a lot of things he wasn't happy with as well. It was a very close race. I'm super excited about that. Very sorry about Missile and Gauntlet.
Yeah. That was pretty devastating mishap there for Amarovski. But today, Omnigazer will be our winner of the race. Granted, they both got 100% of the items. It's always, a little interesting. We got to go through the credits to see, the percentage, but we're pretty confident that they did pretty good race times for both players.
Mm-hmm. It seems Omnigazer already here and set up. Do we need to switch him in, or?
Omnigazer, you there?
There we go.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Hi.
How's it going?
GG's on your
Not
win.
great, as you can imagine.
Not great. You are the victor of today's race, but not feeling great about it. What do you think went wrong with your speedrun today?
I don't know everything.
Yeah, 100%. It's a category. There's always room for improvement. I felt like, and because it's such a lengthy, attempt, it can wear you down. So I can feel that. We are also joined by Amarovski, today's runner-up. Sad to say, but good race, guys.
Yeah, GG's Amarovski. That was overall great showing of you both. It had ups and downs. It felt like in like the middle game, you both had very solid and strong movement and hit a lot of stuff. It was great. Actually, very great showing.
Sorry.
So yeah. Hi.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm sorry, I was without the audio.
Yeah, we were just saying great race, and lot of really swag strats pulled off today. I was very excited to see. But Omnigazer's today's winner again. How did you feel about your speedrun, barring the first major mistake there, Amarovski?
Uh, I was not thinking anything, to be honest. Like I just stayed FK, you know. It was a huge mistake, that thing, because I lost a lot of time just waiting to my mind to know what to do.
Right.
But it was horrible, man. But it's okay.
Yeah, was that the first time that happened to you in 100%?
No, but in a race, yes.
Yeah, in a race, yeah.
I should go safer, like Omni, and just go over the block and just shoot, you know. But I thought I was okay with the strat, but no. I put some matches.
Right, yeah. It definitely looked like you had the setup going down the crumble blocks, and then you got pushed over to the left.
Yeah.
Very, very tragically. So
Feels bad, man. Sorry about that.
Yeah, before we wrap it up, any more thoughts, Timon, or our racers?
I actually wanted to see, we're round 1 brackets and on the advanced, so your potential is Zost or Cashmod, and the loser of that goes against Amarovski, right? Yeah. Excited for the races? Like you did a great showing, both of you today. Again, even after that mistake, you came back and focused back into the game, Amarovski. That was impressive showing. Like overall in Meridia, Pink Brinstar was great. GG's to that again.
Thank you. Thanks, guys. Thanks for the commentary, of course.
Yeah, thanks for comms, guys. I'm sure they were great, and I'm looking forward to watching them back.
Yeah, always a pleasure. Today, we do have more Super Metroid action. For the viewers out there, again, you are watching Speedgaming Live 2023, and this is the Super Metroid 100% tournaments. Plenty of matches happening today. About an hour and a half from now, we have Stovetop versus Metroid. That will be here on this channel, Speedgaming, and then at 5 p.m. Eastern Time will be Sloaters versus Nick Player. At also 5 p.m. Eastern Time will be Static Shock versus Decalled. That will be on Speedgaming 3 and 2, respectively. Tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, we have Shiny Zenny versus Kevnastix. I'm looking forward to that one, as well as Professor School versus Susframe. That will be at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Don't miss it, guys. Plenty of Super Metroid action coming your way. Thank you all for joining us. My name was Josefend. I was joined by Timon. Say goodbye, Timon.
Goodbye, and see you later. I will commentate later.
We'll see you guys next
fun.
mission.
See ya, GG.
GG, Omni.
Thank you. GG, Ram.